Hi everyone. Today I have two types of problem. One is this written on board. In this problem, two equations are given. One is a square x square plus bx plus c. Its root is alpha. And another equation is a square x square minus bx minus c equals 0. Its root is beta. And these roots have one condition. Alpha is greater than 0 and beta is greater than alpha. And now we have to prove the third equation, a square x square plus 2bx plus 2c equals 0, have gamma root and that lies between alpha and beta. Okay, so concept behind this problem is how the root of equation, without calculating that, if we have the interval, then we have to prove in this interval root lies. Okay, so first equation have alpha root, and you know alpha satisfy the first equation. So a square x square plus bx plus c, in that place of x you can put alpha. So it is b alpha plus c, and in second equation also a square beta square b beta minus c equals 0. That means you know root satisfy the equation. So we have two conditions here. Now if I assume this as fx, a square x square 2bx plus 2c, this is a function. Okay, we have to prove root of this fx lies between alpha and beta. So if I put alpha here, it is f of alpha, a square alpha square 2c. Okay, so b alpha plus c value is a square alpha square negative. So if I take this 2 common, and by that equation, if I put b alpha plus c, from here if I put b alpha plus c, so it is a square alpha square plus 2 minus, that thing is minus a square alpha square, it is minus a square alpha square, 2 times 1 time. Okay, so now f of beta, we have f of beta. If I put beta here, I will get a square beta square 2 times, if I take common, plus c. So from this equation, if I substitute the value of b beta plus c, so b beta plus c is a square beta square 2 times a square beta square, then it is 3 times a square beta square. So now we have two conditions, that function fx, if you put alpha you will get negative sign, and if you put beta you will get positive sign, because these are the squares and negative, and these are the squares and positive. And we know if a equation fx equals 0 have root in interval a to b, or like alpha to beta, I will write alpha to beta, then function changes its sign, f of alpha into f of beta less than 0. Okay, so here f of alpha and f of beta product is that 3 a square b square into minus that, and if you take this a4 alpha square beta square, it is less, means if a function have a root in the interval, then it changes its sign like this. This is the root. Root is a place on x-axis where the function cuts the x-axis. So here you can say this thing is negative, this thing is positive. This is alpha 0, this is beta 0, this is the root. So function changes its sign. See, this is positive thing, this is negative thing. Means from this problem we have one conclusion, that if root of equation lies in an interval, then the curve changes its sign, function changes its sign. So f of alpha into f of beta is less than 0. That we prove. Means in starting I put alpha here because the root, and beta in this, and we have two conditions, that two conditions are utilized in that function. I put the values, f of alpha is negative, f of beta is positive, and their product is negative. So the root lies between alpha and beta. So you can say that gamma lies between, gamma is the root that lies between alpha and beta. Okay students, so in that problem we studied how the function behaves. Means an interval is given, so if in that interval if a function have one root, then in the extreme values of that interval function changes its sign. Either the f beta is negative, then f alpha is positive, or opposite of that, like this. This is beta, f beta is positive and f alpha is negative. Whenever curve changes its sign, root lies there. Okay, so this is the one problem. Second problem, I am discussing that based on Rolle's theorem. Okay. So I have another problem. You can write that if ABC belongs to real, and 2a plus 3b plus 6c equals 0. 2a plus 3b plus 6c equals 0 and ABC real given. Then we have to prove one equation is there, a square x square plus bx plus c equals 0. One equation is there, ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 has at least one root between intervals 0 to 1. One root between 0 to 1. Okay, students, the problem is based on Rolle's theorem. Okay, so I wrote here one more thing, that you, if you want to be a member of Classmate Easy family, so like this channel and comment also and subscribe it also. You can like, subscribe and comment also. So you will get the good quality videos on this channel. Okay, students. So I have the problem of Rolle's theorem. ABC belongs to real and 2a plus 3b plus 6c equals 0. Then we have to prove this equation has at least one root lies between 0 to 1. Okay. So first of all, I will explain Rolle's theorem briefly. One function is there like this, and on extreme points you will get the same thing, like this is a, this is 0, this is 0, and this is a f a, it is b f b. Any function is there. If a function is there, then if that function is continuous and differentiable, then between a and b there exists a value c. That value is c. On that value, f dash c is 0. See, students, f dash c is 0 means curve, tangent of that curve is parallel to x-axis. Tangent of that curve parallel to x-axis. F dash c is 0. But that problem is converse of Rolle's theorem. Means Rolle's theorem says if a function is a continuous function is differentiable and f of a equal f of b, then there exists a value c for which the f dash x is 0, f dash c is 0. So c lies between a and b. Now we have to solve this problem by converse of Rolle's theorem. Converse says means you can see that if a function is there, its derivative is 0. And converse is that if this is the function, see, if this is the function, then that is the derivative of something. So this will be the integral. See, if I assume f dash x is a derivative, f dash x is a function, so fx is its derivative. So I can say if any function is there and that have a root, then its integral means, I will write here, if you assume f dash as fx, okay, derivative of function is assumed as f dash x as fx, then that integral of that is this. So converse says any function is there. I will explain again that if this is the function like f dash x, so f dash c is 0. So I assumed f dash x means fx. So fx equals 0 have a root in interval a to b. Then its integral function will give the same values, same answers on a and b. I will explain again what the Rolle's theorem says. If a function is there, continuous and differentiable, then on a and b, if function give the same values, then its derivative is 0 between a and b. Now converse means if derivative is assumed as another function, so this fx with respect to this is its integral. So by converse we can say if any function is there and that have a root, then its integral will give the same answers on a and b. So the function have one root at least between a and b. That is the Rolle's theorem converse. Okay, so now this quadratic is there, one condition is there. Okay, students. So if I integrate that, if suppose this is small fx assume, and integral of that is capital Fx, ax cube plus bx square cx plus constant. Okay, now we have to prove that differentiation of that have root between 0 to 1. So if I put here 0, it is d. Okay, and now if I put x as 1 there, it is a. That is the integral ax cube by 3 bx square by 2 cx plus d. So a by 3 plus b by 2 plus c. If I put 1 there, a by 3, b by 2 and c plus d. Okay. Now the given condition, by the given condition, if you divide by 6, if you divide by 6, you will get the same result. I think a by 3 plus b by 2 plus c. Okay, and that is 0. And by that condition, that value is 0. So 0 plus d is again d. So integral of a function gave the same answers on extreme points at 0 and 1. Integral gave the same answers. That means its differentiation. Integral gave the same answer. So this is the integrable function. So differentiable and continuous. So its differentiation fx equals that ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 have at least one root between 0 and 1. So that is the converse of Rolle's theorem. That is most important in calculus, application of derivative, and also in quadratic equation. Sometimes students forget these all. They only know Rolle's theorem, but they not applied Rolle's theorem conversely. Converse of Rolle's theorem is much important. Okay, student. So please go through these two problems. These are most important for your exam point of view. Either you are preparing for IIT JEE or any other exam. Okay. So next time we will again meet and we will get the more problems, more conceptual problems on this my channel, Classmate Easy. So you can please like and subscribe also. So you will be the member of this family. Okay. Thank you.